Hello YouTube, MrShiningTime here. This is my first video since getting my power back after the crazy freak storm we had up here in the Northeast. Went 6 days without power. It was rough, but I spent most of it camped out at school, chilling in the library and hanging out in the commuter lounge. They got a little commuter lounge set up at my school. This is going to be a video response to Junebugobama. Now, I listened to your video. Your video is actually one of the first ones I listened to after turning my computer on after a week. And it's about his Herman Cain sexual harassment issue. Now, you could look at my other videos and get a sense of my opinion on Herman Cain. I don't like the guy. I honestly think he does what all politicians do, which is pander to their support base. But what makes Herman Cain's actions all the more despicable is the fact that he is a black man pandering to white conservatives who could give a shit about black people or minorities in general. They're trying to maintain the status quo. So that's what makes Herman Cain's his little circus act all the more despicable to me. You know, not only because of that, but he said a lot of things, or he said several things thus far that have really rubbed me the wrong way. You know, first it was with the whole black people are brainwashed thing. Then it was what the heck did he say? He said something about he said there's that racism isn't holding black people back anymore. And he said don't blame the bankers for the crisis, the economic crisis. Now, I don't blame the bankers completely, but this guy is just a straight tool. And I'm still trying to decide whether he actually thinks he's going to get the nomination for president. He's going to get the nomination from the Republican Party. I don't see that happening. I really don't, And I predicted it in my other videos that they would rip the carpet out from under him as the election time neared. And that's what's happening. You're starting to see the pressure start to mount. His opponents are starting to train all their forces on him. And make no mistake about it, it was one of his opponents that leaked that story. If they weren't directly involved in it, then it was somebody who was supporting them that was involved in it. You can rest assured on that. It was definitely somebody who was running against Cain that leaked that story. And I hope it brings him down too. I hope it brings his whole campaign down, so he can get what he deserves. Well, I don't know if that's what he deserves, but I feel like it's only ironic, or it's only funny that this sexual harassment thing should come out and derail him. And it's not when things are going well that you could tell what somebody's made of. It's when things are bad. It's when things are starting to crumble, when things are starting to fall apart all around you, that you really begin to tell what people are made of. You can see the fabric of their being, how they react in times of pressure. And what did he do when he was asked about it? He lied first, denied any knowledge of it. Then when he got caught in that lie, he tried to sneak around the issue. And then he lost his cool with some 2-bit reporter. Can't do that. You could see his lack of bearing, dealing with just some reporter on the street. What's he going to do when he's getting grilled by Congress? What's he going to do when serious accusations and scrutiny and the full weight of the media come down on him? What's he going to do then? Is he going to be able to handle the job of president? And to be quite honest, I'm not saying the guy is dumb, but from what he has displayed so far, I don't really think he has a large enough grasp on politics, world affairs, to qualify for that job. I really don't think so. But I mean, this just doesn't look good for the Republican Party if Herman Cain is the best that they could produce. If he's leading the polls right now, it doesn't look good for them. And I really didn't think Obama was going to get reelected. But the more clowns like Herman Cain keep getting pushed to the forefront, Obama's just sitting in the White House laughing because he knows he's got it in the bag. Obama's not worried about clowns like Herman Cain at all. So that's my video response. Whether the sexual harassment thing happened or not, I don't really know. I think Junebugobama, he actually asked about something about should somebody who's been accused of sexual harassment be allowed to run for office? And I say, heck yeah. Sexual harassment these days it's a gray area. You don't really know what's sexual harassment and what isn't anymore. Anything can be construed as sexual harassment. And I think that you should be allowed to run for office, depending on the severity of what you've done. I mean, if you were sitting around groping women and damn near raping them, then no, you shouldn't. But I don't think, being accused of sexual harassment disqualifies you for office. Men, we like to engage in sexual activity with females. That's just the way it is. That's our nature. But you've got this feminine society nowadays that makes every little thing, a taboo, or it's out of bounds. As they say in middle school, that's out of bounds. You can't do that. But I'm not really surprised that Herman Cain gets accused of sexual harassment. They were going to dig up something. That's why I could never run for president. Because I've done way too much dirt in my past. I've been way too careless with women and my money and some of the things I've done. So I don't want anybody digging that shit up on me. So that's why I would never run for president. They look on my Facebook page and contact a couple friends, and next thing you know, I'd be on TMZ. That's my video response. Thanks for listening, everybody.